Stop seeing anxiety as something to fear and start getting excited about it. I know that sounds kind of stupid, but listen. Background fight or flight used to be something I really feared when it came up, particularly if it came in the form of frustration, leaning, anger, because I didn't want it to escalate. Because we all know what anger and stuff like that can look like when it escalates in people, and you don't want to experience that. So it led to me doing everything in my power to avoid getting upset, to avoid being triggered, to avoid anybody pushing my buttons. You know what I mean? Not only is that, oh my God, not only is that energetically taxing, but it doesn't actually solve the root problem. And you're forever at risk of an outburst or panic attack or whatever it is that you're trying to avoid. Because both of those emotions stem from fear, right? There's only two emotions, love and fear, and everything else is just branching off of that. So both of those are just versions of fear. And fear cannot live in a body at peace. And fear does not go anywhere just because you stuff it down or look the other way or exit the room. What I do now instead is when opportunities come up where fight or flight is triggered for whatever reason, I see it as a moment to release it. Like, oh, finally, there's still something going on in there. This is an opportunity for me to release. This is an opportunity for me to breathe through that and then just let it go. Force yourself to stick out uncomfortable situations or uncomfortable conversations and being in moments that you would normally be like, I'm out of here. Kind of force yourself to stay there and just flow. Be aware and observe the emotions that are like stirring up inside you, but don't judge them, don't fear them, don't run away from them. Just imagine them flowing through you. Look at it like, oh, dang, that's there, and let it dip. You observing it will allow it to quote unquote dip. Meditating and stuff is very helpful. Like doing this outside of the situation is definitely helpful practice for doing it in the situation because it's a lot easier if you've had some experience just doing that by yourself in your room. But still, this works for any version of fight or flight. So not just anger, like I said, any type of anxiety, any of that. When you see it pop up, be like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to release this from my body. That'll change your relationship with the situation and inadvertently help keep it from escalating. I am someone who dealt with that for years. So if I can overcome that, if I can be the way I am today, then you absolutely can do it too.